Welcome back to Ghost Pirate Entertainment. I'm your host, Kanan Becker, and today we talk about the brand new series on Netflix, Midnight Mass.
I walked across an empty land. I knew the pathway like the back of my hand.
And real quick, before we get into this, if you could do me a favor and hit that like button, because that really does help this channel out so much. Alright, so I just got done binging the new Mike Flanagan miniseries on Netflix called Midnight Mass, and the first thing I have to say is, holy fucking shit. Wow. I'm absolutely floored. This series is amazing. And before I get more into this, I'm going to warn you off the top, I will not spoil anything, but honestly, it's almost impossible to really talk about this series and give any details whatsoever without spoiling it. So my first recommendation is be careful. Be careful on social media. Be careful what you read about this. Be careful what you listen to about this. Even me. Because even though this might hurt how well this video performs, I don't care. Because I'm just going to warn you that even me, even as hard as I try, I could somehow give away just a little bit that could spoil it, even just the tiniest bit for you. Because if you even know what this series is about, like just a basic synopsis, it could ruin it. Because this show is just done so well from beginning to end, how it unfolds and slowly brings you up to speed on what is really going on in this sleepy little town. But I'm gonna do my best. So I really appreciate it if you guys stick with me, but I'm just warning you. So basically this is about this village, this tiny little town on an island. It's this tiny little island, like a seaport fishery type of town that's made up of like 120 something people. And it's about this church, basically. And I'm trying to be really careful not to spoil anything, but it's basically about this church and this pastor, this priest, whatever, who runs this church. But things get sideways pretty quickly on.
I know you struggled with what happened.
With what I did.
Yes, with what you did. But help is here.
From the very first episode, you know something's not right, and you're slowly starting to figure out there's something up here, but you don't quite know. And it takes probably about halfway through, so about 4 episodes before you really start to know, yeah, something's not right, and it is this. But it's like I said, it's very easy to spoil what that it is, and if that it is spoiled for you, it really will hurt how well this thing, unwraps for you, and you won't get to enjoy it as much as I did. But I can tell you that the pacing of it is amazing. It looks absolutely breathtaking. Just the fact that they did this and the way they pulled it off is just absolutely amazing, because they basically quarantined this whole group of people, and it's like a lot of people. It's like 100 or more people. They quarantined all of them for all of last year lockdown to film this, and it's just so impressive how they were able to pull this off. But I think it really adds to it because everybody being isolated, they really feel like you're watching a real town. Just everybody feels like a lived in real environment, and it really makes this whole situation really believable, and you really grow to care about each and every person that's involved in this whole little town. But all your lead actors do phenomenal in this. I really enjoyed the performances from everybody, but I especially enjoyed the performances by Kate Siegel and Zach Gilford. They are amazing, and their chemistry together is just, yeah, it's great. There really isn't anything to pick on with this show. There are a few little things here and there with the makeup that were not quite believable, and you have to give yourself to this scenario. And as the show unfolds, you'll kind of understand why, and you'll realize that it's necessary that the makeup needed to be done in the way it is. Once you watch it, you'll understand what I'm trying to talk about, but it just took me out of it a little bit. But for the most part, if you just kind of let this wash over you and really go with this environment and this scenario, the story is phenomenal. It's so well done.
Something's happening here.
You're gonna let me in.
So in a lot of ways, this feels very inspired by Stephen King, and Mike Flanagan has come out and said that he's inspired by Stephen King, but you can definitely see it here, especially when it comes to this town. It really resembles in a lot of ways Castle Rock, the Stephen King fictitious town. It just has a feel of a lot of Stephen King movies, adaptations. There's things like that that I definitely felt. But I think my absolute favorite thing in this is just the mood of it. How it slowly and surely builds into this really deep, dark, terrifying.
I think I'm crazy. I mean, what's a little crazy between friends, right?
Dread-filled scenario, and it's like it just slowly happens, but yet it never feels boring, never feels like it bogs down. Everything feels like a nice pace, but yet there's just this dread that slowly envelops you and is just absolutely entertaining. Also, there is a few moments that are absolute holy shit moments. Like the end of a couple of these episodes, it's like my mouth was just dropped. I was just like, I can't believe that. Like, that was savage as fuck. It just, wow. Like, I cannot express to you more how impressed I am with this series. I am a fan of Mike Flanagan. I especially enjoyed his movie Gerald's Game, but his other series didn't quite, the two he's done, Haunting of Hill House and Bly Manor, they didn't quite grab me, not like this did. And it's not that they weren't really well done, because everything about those series is breathtaking. They're beautifully done. I'm just over the haunted house thing. I've seen so many haunted house things over the years that it just doesn't grab me the same. But this,
I am so glad that you'll be with us for what comes next.
amazing. The way this is done, everything feels fresh and different, and it's just my jam, man. It is everything that I look for in a captivating, enjoyable, entertaining series. This does it. So if you're looking for something to binge this weekend, there is nothing I can recommend higher than checking out Midnight Mass. It is phenomenal. All right, that's going to do it for me today. Please leave your comments down below. Let me know if you guys have checked it out and what you thought, or if you plan to check it out. Also, if you could do me a favor and hit that subscribe button and ding that little bell, because that is the best way to keep track of this channel. And when I post videos like this, and I post videos like this at least 2 times every week, I also want to give a massive, huge, enormous thank you to my patrons, because you guys, your support means so much to me. And if you would like to find out more about becoming a patron, the link is down in the description. And like always, thank you so much for watching. Please crush that like button. And remember, guys, horror can be fun. I will see you guys next time.